EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Pass 85, pass 85. Don't get nervous.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And the Bills 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Target.
To the air, Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, switch gears. Jack!
Take both of them.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch
Snickers, 66.
Shit!
Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Easy, easy. Low ball.
Bang, bang.
Spud, spud. Block it, back.
Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. First down, here's White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. We were just talking about him pregame, 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
White 80.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Switch.
Out. 80 weapon.
On second down, they'll run with White. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
He can't hang.
Now Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Any day. There we go.
Blue 30.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Snickers. Blue draw Corkers.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch Twins. Watch
Monday. Check. Focus.
Fresno.
6-6. Pull it high.
On first down, White. White's got a first down and more. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. A first scoring update now from Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. That one of the many games we'll be watching around the NFL here these final few weeks of the campaign. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a give right side. It's Moss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Allen going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
3 down. Hey, box drop. Check pass. No spacing. 51, Mike, 51.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Like 80. Switch. 50. Slam. 22 jet bomber.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
49, guys.
44.
49. Hey, let's get this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Gain of 14. First down, Buffalo.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the out, check the out, check the out. Check 52.
They'll try the left side. Moss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Mike. Mike 5-4. Hey, pick your game up.
Alert! Check Mike 54.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
49 to Mike. Jack 16. Protein spill.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. This is White on the screen. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Black 30. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming crash. Not here.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Black, what's that? Check 3. Black, right there.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Blue 30. 51.
Check Mike, check Mike. Kill.
Easy.
Kill.
X3. 218, chopper. Watch the whip.
Watch out.
Hey.
Sponge.
Black, what's that?
They'll try the right side here with White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
And what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Check 3. Pilot 64. Weak.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And some room to work. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. a pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his target, John Brown. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Allen again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Black 20.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On first down, it's White. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Mario Addison in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 9. Check 9. Shut down. Motion. Motion. Check. 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 Shift. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action here on first down, and that's complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Moss. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Mike's 5-4. Crunch time, defense.
To throw, it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Steelers 42, Bills nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's White, and this play goes nowhere.